Hello, quail enthusiasts, and welcome back to Quailcast, the show where we dive deep into all things Japanese quail. I'm Emily, and whether you're a farmer, breeder, or just someone fascinated by these incredible little birds, you're in for a treat today. We're talking about bee bread powder, a natural supplement made from fermented pollen, honey, and bee secretions. Packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and bioactive compounds, it's been hailed as a potential game changer in animal nutrition. But does it live up to the hype when it comes to quail meat performance? The results might surprise you. In this study, researchers divided Japanese quails into 4 groups and fed them varying levels of bee bread powder mixed into their feed over a period of 56 days. Now, here's where it gets interesting. While some groups showed subtle changes, others had outcomes that were, well, unexpected. One group in particular stood out, but not in the way you'd hope. So, what happened? Did bee bread powder boost growth rates and meat quality, or did it have the opposite effect? Could dosage be the deciding factor? And how does this compare to other natural supplements like propolis, thyme, or green tea? We'll unpack all of that, and more, in just a moment. But before we jump in, we'd love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Quailcast Official. It's the best way to make sure you never miss our newest content. Go ahead and hit that bell icon too, so you get a heads up the moment we drop a new episode. All right, let's get started.
All right, so are you ready for this? We're going to deep dive into some research about bee bread and quail.
Bee bread and quail. Sounds interesting.
It is. So bee bread, it's that fermented pollen and honey mix, right? It's like super nutritious for bees.
Oh yeah, it's the main food for those bee larvae.
Exactly. So researchers wanted to see if bread could also give a boost to quail meat production.
Makes sense. Trying to get more of that, those valuable cuts like the breasts and thighs.
Yeah, exactly. More meat, basically. So they took 80 Japanese quail.
80.
Wow. And divided them into 4 groups. One group was the control.
Control group. Got it.
And the other 3 got different amounts of bee bread powder in their feeder. 2 grams, 4 grams, or 6 grams per kilogram.
Okay. So varying doses of the bee bread. Interesting.
And they raised them all the same way, and then when they were 56 days old.
That's like prime time for quail meat, right?
Yeah, they took all sorts of measurements.
Live weight, carcass yield, breast and thigh weight, all that.
The whole 9 yards. But here's the thing.
What'd they find?
The bee bread, it didn't really do much.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't significantly increase the meat. And get this, the group with the most bee bread, the 6-gram group, they actually had slightly less usable meat overall.
Huh. Less meat. That's not what you'd expect.
I know, right? It really makes you think, like, is there a limit to how much you can boost growth with extra nutrients?
Yeah, like maybe there's a sweet spot, and after that, it just doesn't help. Or it could even, I don't know, backfire.
Exactly. And speaking of backfiring, the group that got 4 grams of bee bread, they consistently had the worst results.
Across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lower weight, smaller breasts and thighs.
Huh. It's like that 4-gram mark was like the tipping point.
Right. I thought maybe they messed up the measurements or something.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising. Yeah, this is actually one of the first studies to look at bee bread in quail specifically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's more research on other poultry, like chickens, where some studies have shown some positive effects of bee products.
Okay, so maybe it's something specific to quail.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Before we go down that rabbit hole, can we just quickly recap why Japanese quail are even used for meat production?
Yeah, good point. So first off, they grow super fast.
Like ridiculously fast.
Right. They're ready for market in just 5 weeks.
5 weeks. That's much faster than chickens.
Way faster. And they're really efficient with space and feed.
Oh, that's important these days.
Absolutely. And a high percentage of their meat is edible.
Especially that breast meat, right?
Oh, yeah. Everyone loves the breast meat.
So basically, they're like the perfect little meat-producing machines.
Right. Except this research shows that even with a bird as efficient as the Japanese quail, figuring out the best diet for max meat production...
It's not that straightforward.
Not at all. It's more complicated than you'd think.
Yeah. And, this study, it's like a bit of a wake-up call for people interested in natural alternatives to antibiotics.
Oh, how so?
Well, there's this assumption that bee products are automatically beneficial, right?
Yeah, they seem like a cure-all.
But this research, it shows that maybe we need to be a bit more cautious. You know? Bee bread might not be the magic bullet we thought it was.
At least not for quail.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a good reminder that nature is complex.
It is. And for those who love learning about nutrition and animal science, this study really shows just how complicated animal feed can be.
Oh, yeah. It's like you tweak one little thing.
And it can have a ripple effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So many unexpected consequences.
It is. And this is just the beginning. There are so many other natural supplements that have been tested on quail.
Oh, yeah. Thyme, peppermint, even duckweed and earthworms.
You're kidding? Earthworms!
I know, right? Let's dive into those next.
Okay, I'm ready. This is getting interesting.
I told you.
Hey, Quailcast fans. We're stepping away for just a moment, but here's how you can pitch in to keep the flock flying strong. Love what you're hearing? Head to Spotify and follow Quailcast. It's a simple step that goes a long way in helping us grow and share these stories with more people. And if you haven't already, check out our website at quailcast.com. You'll discover show notes, bonus features, and ways to join the conversation yourself. We're so thankful for your support. It's what keeps this podcast alive and kicking. All right, let's get back to it.
Welcome back, you guys. So we saw some interesting stuff with the thyme and peppermint, right?
Oh, yeah.
And even duckweed and,
Earthworm.
yeah, earthworms. It's crazy.
So what else have researchers tried with quail?
Well, let's see. How about canola?
Canola, like the oil.
Yeah, so after they press the oil out of the canola seeds,
They're left with this meal.
right, and they tested that as feed.
Interesting.
Yeah, Magnesium Lambo did this study back in 2018.
What'd they find?
Well, they compared canola meal to a standard quail diet, and the canola group actually had a higher overall carcass weight.
Okay, so more meat. That's good. Right.
Yeah, but there's a bit of a twist.
Not twist.
Yeah, so while the heart weights were similar between the groups, the canola group had lower liver and gizzard weights.
Huh. That's kind of strange.
Right. It's like, why would canola specifically affect those organs?
It's like you said, nature is complex.
It really is. You tweak one thing, and who knows what'll happen.
It makes you appreciate how much research goes into all this.
Totally. Okay, so we've got canola. What's next?
Well, how about something a little more, I don't know, spicy?
Spicy, like chilies.
Not chili, cinnamon.
Oh, cinnamon. That's actually a good one. There was this study by Amitapur and a couple other researchers in 2013.
Okay, cinnamon and quail. What happened?
They added either cinnamon essential oil or cinnamon powder to the quail's feed.
Wait, so like cinnamon-flavored quail?
I guess you could say that.
Oh.
But anyway, they found that both the oil and the powder led to an increase in live weight.
So cinnamon could be a natural growth promoter.
Yeah, it seems like it. It'd be interesting to see if it affects the flavor of the meat, though.
Oh, yeah. Like cinnamon-infused quail. That'd be fancy.
I'd try it. But yeah, unfortunately, this study only looked at growth, so who knows?
We'll have to wait for more research. All right, cinnamon, check. What else is there?
Well, since we're talking about things that humans use, what about echinacea?
Oh, yeah. That purple coneflower.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good for the immune system.
I wonder if it helped the quail grow.
Well, there's a study in 2018 by Partovi and Saifi, and they actually found that echinacea purpurea extract decreased the quail's feed intake.
So they ate less.
Yep, and it also decreased their dressing percentage.
Oh, right. That's the amount of usable meat, right?
Exactly. So less meat overall.
Huh. That's surprising. I thought echinacea was supposed to be, good for you.
You'd think so, right? But it just goes to show even natural stuff can have unexpected effects.
Yeah, maybe the echinacea messed with their digestion or something.
Who knows? But it's definitely something to keep in mind.
Absolutely. We got to be careful with what we assume, even if it's natural.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, ready for a few more. We're on a roll here.
Bring it on. What else have you got?
All right, how about chickpeas?
Chickpeas, like for hummus?
Yeah. So there was this study back in 2012 by Obregon and some other folks.
What'd they do with the chickpeas?
Well, they added cooked chickpea discard to the quail's diet.
Interesting. Did it help?
It did. Both the live body weight and dressing percentage increased.
So more meat with chickpeas. Makes you wonder what else we could be feeding these quail.
Right. There's so many possibilities.
All right, chickpeas, check. What else have you got?
Okay. How about something a little more technical? Have you heard of L-carnitine?
L-carnitine. Doesn't that have something to do with energy?
Yeah, it helps your body turn fat into energy.
I wonder what it does for quail. Makes them super energetic.
Maybe. But actually, this study in 2005 by Serica and colleagues, they found that L-carnitine actually decreased both live body weight and carcass weight.
Really? So less meat?
Yep. They think it might have messed with the quail's hormones or something.
Wow. So even something that seems like it should be good for growth
Can actually backfire.
It's crazy how complicated all this is.
I know. It makes you realize just how much we still don't know about animal nutrition.
Yeah, but that's what makes it so interesting, right? Oh, before we move on, can we talk a little bit more about bee products?
Okay. What did you have in mind?
We talked about bread, but what about propolis?
Oh, propolis. Yeah, that's the sticky stuff bees use to seal up their hives.
Right. Did they test that out with quail, too?
They did. And it's kind of a mixed bag, actually. Some studies show positive effects, others don't.
Oh, no, not another mixed bag.
I know, right? But it's pretty common in research. Anyway, a study by Denley and colleagues in 2005, they found that propolis led to a higher carcass weight.
Okay, so more meat.
But another study in 2009 by Canagolari and his team, they didn't find any significant effects on growth.
So maybe propolis works, maybe it doesn't.
It's hard to say for sure.
We need more research.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It seems like that's the recurring theme here.
More research needed, but it's been fascinating so far. We've looked at all sorts of things.
I know. It's like we're taking a tour of nature's pantry.
And seeing what works, what doesn't.
Yeah, and what we still need to figure out.
And the best part is, we're not even done yet.
Oh, yeah, there's still more to come. This next study, it takes a bit of a different approach.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, instead of just looking at individual supplements, it looks at the bigger picture.
I like the sound of that. Lay it on me.
It looks at other things that can affect meat production, besides what they eat.
Like what?
Well, things like sex,
Oh, okay.
color type, and age.
So it's not just about the diet, it's like the whole bird.
Exactly. It's looking at all these different factors that play a role.
I like that. So what did they find?
Well, they found that there's actually a lot of variation in quail meat production.
Really?
Yeah. So the average live weight of the quail they looked at was like 130 grams.
130. Okay.
But some were as small as 97 grams.
Wow, that's a big difference.
And some were as big as 162 grams.
So even if you raise them all the same way,
You're going to get some that are bigger, some that are smaller.
it's like they all have their own growth personalities or something.
Yeah, something like that. And that variation, it's not just in live weight.
It's in everything.
Yeah, they saw it in carcass weight, dressing percentage, even the weight of the breast and thigh muscles.
So there's no such thing as the perfect quail, meat-wise.
Nope. It's a whole range.
A whole spectrum of possibilities.
I like that. A spectrum of possibilities. And you know what? Sex actually played a big role in those possibilities.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, the females tended to be heavier,
Heavier overall, okay?
but the males had higher dressing percentages.
So more usable meat on the males.
Yeah, exactly. And they also found that color played a role.
Color, like feather color.
Yeah. The lighter colored quail tended to have higher meat yields.
Huh. I wonder why that is.
Who knows? Maybe something to do with muscle fibers or metabolism.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out.
And of course, age matters too.
Yeah, the older they get, the less they grow.
Right. So quail farmers, they have to think about all these things.
It's a lot to juggle. So they looked at sex, color, age.
And they also compared different breeds of quail.
Oh, okay. Like what?
Well, they had Japanese quail, which we've been talking about,
Right.
and they compared them to Estonian and French white quail.
What'd they find?
Well, the Estonian quail, they were pretty similar to the Japanese quail in terms of live weight and carcass weight.
Okay, so not a huge difference there.
But the French white quail, they were the biggest at 42 days old.
Oh, so they grow faster.
Yeah, and they had the heaviest carcasses.
So if you're looking for maximum meat, French white might be the way to go.
It seems like it. But yeah, it just goes to show there's a lot of diversity out there.
And a lot of options for quail farmers.
Exactly. So much to explore.
This whole deep dive has been so interesting. We've gone from bee bread to quail anatomy to breeding. It's been a wild ride.
I know. It's amazing how much we've learned about these little birds.
And what have we learned? What are the big takeaways here?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is that nature is full of potential solutions. But it's not always straightforward. You can't just assume something will work just because it's natural.
Yeah, we saw that with the bee bread and the echinacea.
Exactly. We have to be careful and do our research.
And we can't just focus on one thing, like the diet.
Right. We have to look at the whole picture, genetics, environment, everything.
It's about taking a holistic approach.
Exactly. It's about seeing the big picture and being open to new ideas.
Well said. This deep dive has definitely opened my eyes to the complexities of quail farming.
Mine too. And to all our listeners out there, keep learning, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring.
Who knows what amazing discoveries are waiting to be made.
Exactly. There's a whole world out there just waiting to be explored.
Until next time, deep divers.
Thanks for spending time with us on this episode of Quailcast. We pour our hearts into these discussions, and we hope they resonate with you just as deeply. Want to dig further? Visit quailcast.com for additional context, links, and special features tied to today's chat. If you're loving the show, subscribing is the perfect way to stay tuned. Whether it's Spotify or another platform, one click keeps you connected. You mean the world to us as part of this community. Until we talk again, keep questioning, keep creating, and keep reaching new heights with Quailcast.